Um, no, I was cleaning out the fridge at closing, and there was a at the bottom of the fridge there was a footprint, and I don't know where it came from.
That's I don't I don't like that.
Like not like a shoe
Understandable.
print, like toes.
I I don't know how I feel about this. I how why?
You know, people are weird. I don't know.
Well, we we do have something else to actually talk about outside of the fridge footprint mystery. Uh, you guys saw the pictures I sent, right, of the journal and that other stuff I found. I've been going over everything in it, and I've noticed a trend.
The trend that you made it.
I didn't make it. Someone, something else left it behind for me, and I think whoever or whatever it was wants to help me with this.
Oh. Jamie, aren't you worried about someone leaving a weird package in your house? I mean, the vial.
Don't don't worry about the vial, Ethan. It's no big deal. I'm sure it's just a costume prop.
Amy, if you didn't make it, then there's something wrong. You need to change your locks or just lock them in the first place. Get people to sweep for a squatter or something. It's it's not normal to find a mystery box in your house, especially not in the ceiling of your basement. It doesn't feel right.
Could we just stay on track for once? I just want to talk about the book. I don't want to worry about fucking squatters or whatever that is in the vial or any of it. There's there's more important things to worry about. Please.
Okay, yeah. Talk about your book. What's the trend?
Okay. So the book is pages and pages of symbols. Some of them are maybe 1 or 2 pages, some of them take up 16. It's intense, it's detailed. Whoever wrote this knows a lot, but that's not what the trend is. The trend is the symbols alongside the symbols. There's a key in the front. Doesn't really explain a whole lot, just squares equal taken, circles equal unsupported, x's equals deconfirmed, and check marks equal free. Uh, the book looks old, but I don't know how old it really is, so I don't know how accurate the information in it would be.
So, what does it mean? I mean, it's gotta mean something, right? I mean, Taken sounds like it would already rule stuff out.
Yeah, I mean, I can't be sure for certain, but yeah, I'm assuming taken means it's ruled out. Deconfirmed, I would guess means it's not real. That the write up is something disproven, which would suck because half the symbols in here are labeled deconfirmed. Then there's unsupported, which takes up basically the other half of the symbols. Taken, which there's a few of, and then the last little bit are labeled free, and a lot of them a lot of them also have rituals attached, instructions on what to do to make the stuff work.
And what are you gonna do with this stuff?
Well, some of it's promising. My plan's to work through the book, try different rituals, start with simple protection ones and work my way up. I'm gonna ignore the assignments that are in the book right now and scribble in my own information on what works and what doesn't. If any of it's real, it could be that the information's wrong about it.
So, drawing shapes and chanting. Sounds fun.
It's a little more involved than drawing shapes and chanting. Did you read the pages he posted? There's stuff in there about true belief and sacrifice and other stuff. It's all over the board.
You better not start sacrificing people.
It it's not human sacrifice, it's personal sacrifice, giving up a piece of yourself, something meaningful to you, not blood and guts sacrifice.
That doesn't sound much better.
You almost sound like you're actually worried about me for once.
Damn.
Do you need help with it? I could come over and lend a
I
hand.
I've got to do it alone, Ethan. I don't want you getting too wrapped up in it.
All right. I mean, I don't know. How can you know for sure I'd get wrapped up if I just came over? How are you sure?
I'm I'm an expert, Ethan. I've seen everything there is to see, everything that's ever happened to anyone who's recorded themselves dealing with this. I know how this all works. I know how it works. It's too dangerous for you to stick around me, alright? I'll be fine doing it on my own. I promise.
You blow yourself up with some weird ritual. I want to hear about it.
I'll tell you specifically if I get blown up. Promise.
So, what are you gonna start with? Just front to back? Is there a specific one you're gonna look at first?
Front to back seems like it's going to be the easiest way to get through all of it. There's a lot of it to get through, so I want to make sure I'm keeping things as tidy as possible. I mean, some of it's going to be quick, but others will be harder to figure out, like three-ringed arch. Draw it above a doorway to create a barrier of protection from the supernatural. Refresh it every 3 weeks to maintain the barrier. That one's labeled taken, but even if it did work for me, how would I know for sure? Maybe I'm just getting lucky and the man's not turning up in whatever room I draw it over. Maybe it knows what I'm trying to do and it makes it look like it's working, so I'm lulled into a false sense of security. With something like that, I can't be sure if it's actually working or not, but something like the dark eye, draw the symbol on your forehead before you go to sleep. When you fall asleep, do so with an empty mind. You will experience visions throughout the night. It doesn't say what the visions are of, so I can't be sure, but that one would still probably be fairly obvious. But that one's also labeled taken.
Amy, I'm gonna be real with you. This sounds like a lot of nothing. It doesn't sound like anything's gonna work. This is the sort of hocus pocus that people pay $20 for on Etsy. I mean, you're wasting your own time, so be my guest. Just don't do anything stupid.
Morgan, you will see eventually. You'll see the truth to all of this. I know you don't believe now, and that's fine, and I promise I won't do anything stupid.
I could try some of them.
I already said you can't come over. It isn't safe.
No, I mean, you assign me some set of symbols and I try them at home myself. Little things if you want, but it'll lighten the load a little.
Alright, that's actually a pretty good idea. I mean, it would make my work easier. Thanks, Ethan. I'll send you some stuff I think would be easier to take a crack at.
What makes all these symbols so important anyway? I get your claim that this is supernatural, but it doesn't strike me as witchcraft kind.
All across people who are affected by this, there are symbols and rituals and artifacts. Uh, Things that carry power in some way. Sometimes symbols make artifacts. Sometimes artifacts lead to rituals. Sometimes rituals lead to symbols. Sometimes it's just the way things are, and they are important. The rituals, the symbols, the artifacts, they hold a lot of power. Maybe it's just that people believe in them. Maybe it's actual magic. Maybe it's just confirmation bias, but very consistently, symbols, rituals, and artifacts are all very important. Uh, all of them are like equally important, but you don't see me with a yellow pages of every weird item that's ever cropped up and where to find it, so symbols and the rituals attached to them are just what we have to go on.
Maybe that's what your squatter will lead you next. Or, ooh, I bet maybe you'll get some sort of secret code or treasure map leading you to the dark greatsword of killing tall guys. This is the silver bullet that you need.
I don't have a squatter, and artifacts aren't like that. It's not that easy. I get this is all a big joke to you, but it's not a joke to me.
Fine.
So, if you find a protection symbol that works, is that it? Would it fix things?
Symbols can really only do so much. It would probably wear out over time, even if I'm refreshing it. I mean, all that pushing against the barrier, it's eventually going to pop like a bubble. What I want to do is kill it. I want to destroy it completely, and if I could just protect myself, it wouldn't help the other people dealing with him. We need something that will erase it from this world, and it's kind of hard to test that,
Unless you start sacrificing stuff.
which I'm not doing. The point is, even with this guide to all these symbols, it can only really get us so far. Protection is what we want to find for now, but destruction's the end goal, and we're gonna get there.
Well, we're not getting there tonight. I've got work in the morning. I'm going to bed.
I'm gonna go too. Send some stuff over and I'll start going through it. See you around.
Alright, see you around.
He's here. I'm recording this so you guys can know that he's here, so you can hear it too, so you can see what I'm. Well, not fucking. You get what I mean? So you can hear what I am experiencing every fucking night, so you know I'm not fucking around. This is for Morgan. This is for Ethan. This is for everyone who is fucking doubting me. It's I can feel him. I know. I don't. He's opening the door. He's